Hello world, boys and girls, shine your light bright like diamonds and pearls. You could be anything in this world. Weight on your shoulder, let that pressure like a curl. 1, 2, hello world. They got, none know my name. They got, none know my name. They got, none know my name. It's the come up, now watch the world determine.
Yo, y'all. Welcome to another episode of The Come Up. I'm your boy, CJ the host. And with me today, I got my cousin with me. Mrs.Vee is in the building. What up, Mrs.Vee?
What's up, CJ?
Oh, nothing much, man. I know we was talking a little bit. It's been a while since we actually seen each other.
Yes, it's been over 20 years.
Man, look. See,
the link up.
Yeah, it was pandemic. We was pandemic before the pandemic. I don't know.
Right. We were social distancing before the social distancing.
Exactly what was going down. But you know what? But that's my fault. That's my fault. I need to reach out to more. And I was saying that to my girl. I was like, man, I want to do a better job this year, just reaching out to more family.
Yes.
Family that's doing positive stuff.
Things that are in alignment.
Exactly. Things that are in alignment. And before we get started, I want you to bless this podcast with the thing you say in your videos before you get started, because that just hits home.
Yes.
Different. Tell them what you say, Mrs.Vee.
You know what time it is. If you didn't wake up with any goals, go back to sleep. CEO V, checking in.
That's what I'm talking about. She said if you didn't wake up with no goals,
go back.
Take your ass back to sleep.
I'm gonna need you to go night, and wake back up.
She said, but that's a powerful statement, though, right? Because sometimes we just don't have goals for the day. And, we start the new year, 2023, and we got a lot of people out there who are starting their goals, for the new year. And this right now is probably going to be a very crazy time of the year for you and your business. So I didn't tell the people what you exactly do because you got your hands in so many cookie jars. Yes. But if you want to elaborate on what it is that you do, what is Mrs.Vee? What does she do? What is the corporation? Everything that entails that. Let them know.
So I am CEO V Venetrius, and I am a complex tax strategist / coach / liberation educator.
Wow,
yes.
I love it though.
I have 3 degrees. I have a master's in law, a bachelor's in business, and associates in science. And long story short, I help people mitigate their taxes. I deal with complex taxes and people who just do not think and should not be paying the IRS what they shouldn't be paying.
Speak on it. Right. I just saw a bunch of likes right now. On the post. I don't know what happened.
Right. So, we try to get out of Uncle Sam's pocket or get them out of our pocket, right? And also with doing that, I also teach people and help them just to come out of that 9 to 5 to be tax bosses or taxpreneurs and teach them how to do what I do and go to the next level. So I'm a coach, a teacher, a trainer, a CEO, and a mom, wife. Oh, yay.
Man, I'm telling you, man. First of all, I got to tell you something, man. I got to say this because I don't know if you get it enough. I am so damn proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you because not a strong Black woman, with your kids. You got 3 degrees. 3 degrees. I'm trying to get 1. I'm at least trying to get 1. I need to catch up. I'm messing up right now. I'm trying to catch up to you, cuzzo. Like 3 degrees, like by far, I would say, especially in our family, one of the most accomplished people in our family. And I really respect you for that. And I really am like humbled to say you are doing amazing work and you're doing great with kids. Like, you got kids.
4 of them.
You got 4 of them. I didn't want to put your business all like that, but shit, we gonna go there. You got 4 kids. How did you find the time to do this with 4 kids? Mind you, once again, she got 3 degrees with 4 kids. If you guys are saying to yourself, I can't do it, I can't go back to school, I got kids, 4 kids.
Yes.
3 degrees.
Yes.
She need to get 1 more degree for the other kid. That's what it is. That's exactly what needs to happen.
Okay.
It needs one more degree.
I
I'm just saying.
received that. I received that.
I don't care if it's an associate. You better get an associate's in liberal arts. So, yeah, everybody get a degree. The oldest one get the masters, and then
trickle on
down. Oh man. So yeah, just how'd you do that? Like 4 kids. How'd you do that?
Well, for me, it was more so I didn't want to be a statistic. I was a teen mom. I had my first kid at 16, my second by 17, and by the time I was 26, I think. I pretty much had
you lost track of it.
But I know I was a teen mom, and it was really just a dedication and not wanting to be a statistic. A lot of teen moms drop out of school. They don't pursue secondary education. Definitely not a master's degree, right?
Word.
So for me, it was just that, I had to find balance. I had a lot of support from my family, my mom, my dad, my husband, what else? Prior and current. Right. So I just had a lot of, support with family and just making sure I had the mindset to just push, and just go because I did not want to be a statistic.
Now, you mentioned something about family, helping you and being supportive. Now, there are some people out there who probably don't have that family support. So what would you recommend for them? I know that might be hard because, man, I had their support. So how do you say to somebody, hey, you don't have the support, do this? But I'm going to challenge you with that. Like, what would you say is a cool or good tool to be like, hey, I know you probably don't have the support, but there's other ways to get the support you need to go back to school and do your things?
Absolutely. There was times like right now, I'm doing a lot of solo mommy, and right now things in my life have changed. I think the best thing to do is to find something that is flexible, where you can be flexible for your children, flexible for your family, and resources. There's so many resources out here for single moms, right? So many resources. I took those resources, anything that the schools had to offer, childcare, subsidies, whatever it was that they had to offer, I took advantage of it. I got the subsidized childcare. I got the cash aid. I got the food stamps. I got all that, right? And I used it to my benefit, and I got off of it. And that's what it's for. It's for you to have a stepping stone to take yourself to the next level.
I'm so glad you say that, cousin. I'm so glad you say that because
I'm real. Let's keep it 100.
Let's keep it real. Like you did it what the system was made it for it to do.
Exactly.
It was made for you, like you said. It's a stepping stone.
Yes.
It's not something to be, concrete your house right.
Yeah.
It's just like, look, this is the stepping stone to get to the house.
Yeah.
Once you get inside the house,
Bye-bye.
Build your own foundation, and you got it. And look, you need to be on there. You need to be on all their advertisement and social media saying, look, I had it with 3 degrees. And I just can go back there. I'm just calling you Miss 3 degrees. I might just call you Miss 3 degrees. Mrs.Vee must Miss 3. I don't know. But
I appreciate it.
Now, speaking of your business and everything all the hashtags, hash this that you do, what made you want to get started in that? I know you said, you didn't want to be a statistic, but I want you to elaborate a little bit more, like what really got you started into the whole tax thing?
So I was doing work study, back to utilizing our resources. I was doing work study, and one of my friends was just like, hey, come take this tax class. And I had nothing else to do. So I went to go take a tax class. I would never thought that class at that moment will take me to the places that it has taken me today. So that is really just what got me started in general. As far as where I am now to CEOing of a tax company in a small business consulting firm, I didn't want people to tell me what to do.
That's simple. I just didn't want people to tell me what to do. I'm going to be my own damn boss. Man.
In the flexibility, I was tired of, working in corporate. I had a 9-to-5, a very prestigious job. I was getting paid what I thought was good. And essentially my mental health, I was getting talked down to, and I'm like, I got a master's degree in law. Who are you talking to? Right?
Speaking of law real fast, little sidebar, right? I had to take a media law class, and I was freaking dreading the hell out of this class. It had to be so damn easy though. It was like, I no offense, professor, if you listening or watching, and I feel like I didn't learn shit, but I learned about slander.
Yeah.
Defamation. But I feel like, everybody learned about defamation with the whole Johnny Depp trial. So
yes.
so that was it was free lessons right there. But yeah, I just want a little sidebar.
No,
but
good.
taking the media law class. But I know it can be hard. I have a buddy who is a lawyer, and I know the extent of work he's gone through, and even right now, going from a firm to a firm and fighting his own ground, and him understanding I'm not even getting paid enough now. And so I need to keep moving to get to where I feel like I should be at.
Absolutely.
Or where the industry is at. So
Absolutely.
I am so intrigued by you doing, it started off with somebody say, hey, just come to this class, because you just never know what's going to happen.
Never know. You never know what your life path is. Sometimes you're in exactly the right spot you need to be, and you just have to believe in yourself and trust in yourself and trust in whatever, higher power minds is God, right? And trust in whatever it is that you believe in, and you just have to understand that you are exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. So that tax class was a 6-week class, and I'm here with my own consulting firm. I have students, I have employees, I have staff, but who would have known that small little, that tax class would take me here.
Man,
so
and
yes.
you doing well.
Thank you.
You doing well. I mean, you had to be doing well for 4 kids.
Yeah. 4 kids. Yes.
And look at the ensemble. The ensemble is fantastic. When she stand up, one of these days, when I'll show you, I'll get a full length picture, put it down in the description. But my cousin looking fire right now. All right, don't be coming down. Don't slide in her DMs though. Don't slide in. We might have some problems.
Right.
Problems.
Got a whole husband.
Yeah, got a whole husband.
That's the family genes. We get that from Audrey. We get that from Granny.
Oh,
I got my
man.
grandma genes. Okay, I got the Cavanagh genes.
The
He
Cavanagh genes.
I got the Cavanagh genes. He know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I know what that gene is. We proud of it too. We proud of that gene.
Yeah.
Right. Killing it. I'm just telling you, man, just killing it. But so like I said, tax season is coming up though.
Absolutely, it's now.
What are a couple of tips that you would give people, who are either trying to do their own taxes or going to a tax person prepare it, like a big company? Like I use what's the name a lot. I use H&R Block a lot. I don't look at the car. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's like you get audited. And then last year I attempted to do my own taxes, and I feel like I fucked up. But I mean, I probably did. Fuck up. Uncle Sam's probably like, look, you owe me like $50,000. I don't know.
We gonna get him past that, y'all. He gonna be a Mrs.Vee client. It's okay.
So what are some tips right now you want to give people in tax season?
If you
without having to pay, charge them for the some advice you can give them. Don't give me everything.
No, it's okay. I'll give you guys enough to, come book a free consultation with us at Vee's Consultant 360.
There you go. Hey, look right there.
But
plug it, girl. Plug it.
Right. So, number one would be to unless if you have like a straight W-2 and just a couple of deductions or something like that, you're okay to go do your taxes by yourself. If you're self-employed and you have bad bookkeeping, you need to come to a professional. More specifically, V's Consultant 360. We do free consultations.
There it is.
15 minutes. We do free consultations. And if it's not V's Consultant 360, go somewhere and get some type of consulting, right?
Yeah.
As far as going to big companies, I've worked for big companies, right? A lot of them, I don't want to generalize, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of these companies are not positioned to help you with problems, okay? They are tax preparation services. So you walk in, you drop your paperwork off, you get your taxes prepared, you leave, right?
Yeah.
If you think that you need something more complex, you should not be walking into a tax preparation office, people who just prepare taxes, okay? You should be sitting down with a specialized consultant, CPA, EA, right? Even you don't have to have a CPA. You have people who are very knowledgeable in these things, but it's not going to be tax preparation that you're looking for.
Now,
so
but they can also tax prep though as well, right?
So I recommend tax prepping if you have good bookkeeping skills. So if you're self-employed and you've keeping your books clean and you have QuickBooks and you can import that stuff, absolutely. I recommend doing your own taxes. But again, for those that need specialty, and if at any point you are like, I think, that means you should.
Okay, so you mentioned self-employed a couple times. Now, what is considered self-employed? So now you got like Uber, you got that Amazon pickup stuff, like you deliver stuff. Like I DJ, so but I work for a company, so like I get 1090.
Right. So
1099. 1099? Yeah, 1099. Yeah.
So you're considered an independent contractor, which is self-employed, right?
Okay.
You work for a company, but you're 1099. Yes, you are someone who may want to sit with a tax professional consultant, because what happens is you'll get $20,000 in this 1099, and you're taxed at a 15.3% rate by the government. Yeah. Unavoidable. No matter what. Yeah. And if you don't have no kids, it's even worse, right? Yeah. So you want to make sure that if you're self-employed and you have a 1099, that is where you definitely want to go seek. If you're not familiar with the tax laws and doing taxes and you have no skills, that is something you want to take to a tax professional. Yeah,
so there you go. I mean, because a lot of people who are self-employed, and some people are like, oh, I don't make enough money doing Uber or make enough money doing, and that's part of the reason I never wanted to do Uber or do anything, because of the tax situation. Because people do it enough for it to make it either a job, or even if it's their side gig, they're still making, money. Like if I see how much I used to get taxed when I get a 1099, and it's just like, okay, wow, like I should have saved some of that money, put it away so I can do my taxes, but I didn't do that. And so this coming up year is going to be fucking crazy, but it's okay.
No, you're not, because you're going to be a V's consultant.
Yeah, we're going to be a V's consultant. You know what I mean? We got to do it.
We're going to get past that.
V for victory. I don't know. We need a victory consultant. We're going to come up with some ads for you too. Right. It's amazing. The advertising gold, like right now, I'm just thinking about all this creative stuff right now, but it's amazing.
Yes.
But definitely, because some people don't understand what what constitutes that, and I've learned one thing I learned from my girl is like, just if you have to pay for something professionally done, do it. Sometimes, especially as Black people, we just be cheap sometimes. Like just go out and do it. Like, I mean, like just a little bit inside with me. I mean, because like I said, we haven't seen each other in a long time. Yeah, exactly right. Me and my girl like to travel. We do things. And it wasn't until I was with her where it was like, I'm not saying it's luxury, but, when I'm talking about when we go stay at a Hilton hotel or we walk. I'll give you an example.
Talk to me.
I'll give you an example. We were going to Napa, and we flew into San Francisco. Now, when we flew into San Francisco, I got to go rent a car. Now, let me ask you this. What is your process when you rent a car?
Depends, right? Okay. It depends on where I'm going. Is it a business trip or a personal trip?
A personal trip.
Right. It's a personal trip, so I book it online, and I go to the place and I go get the car.
Okay, so yeah, I think you skipped some steps.
Yeah.
Or maybe you already on that level where my girl is at, because so we go to, I don't remember what, I think it was Hertz. It had to be Hertz or something like that, or Enterprise, one of those two.
I travel a lot.
So all I know is we get off the plane and we walk downstairs and we're going straight to the garage, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, oh shit, we gotta go to the people, to go get the car. Mm-hmm. And we get to the car. So, all right, this is us. And she unlocks the car with her phone, and and then we get in the car, and then we leave, and the guy scans her phone to check out, and we just go.
Oh, I didn't figure that out.
So my girl travels a lot for work, for business a lot too. And on top of that, we like to travel. But I was like, wait, we didn't check in. We didn't even go to a desk. He was like, no, I did everything on my phone, and then I'm a business member. I'm like, wow, okay, that so now it's just like, just pay for the fucking extra. And be comfortable. Like she took me to the Dave Chappelle the Dave Chappelle Chris Rock comedy concert, I guess you can call it, whatever, the comedy show. And we were like, we're just going to pay for preferred parking and just get up there, because save $10, $15, $20. And it was like such of a less of a hassle. After the show, we get back in our car. We're the first ones and we get out of there quick. Yeah. So it's just like, just pay for the extra. So basically, why I'm saying all this to pay for the extra consolation, whatever it is, like you need to pay for it. You know what I mean? So, because I know it's not cheap, you know what I mean? But yeah.
This is what I've learned. Just, I have a coach, I have a business coach. Wealthy people pay for their time back, right?
Ooh, wealthy people pay for their time back.
why we don't pay for, and because I consider myself wealthy. I'm just speaking into existence, right?
Word.
We pay for our time back. So, certain things that we'll do, I'm not going to sit here and scramble with things that don't pay me, right? If I don't, come on, let's talk about it. If I don't do taxes, I'm not about to sit here. I don't get paid to do taxes, right? I'm not going to sit there and try to figure my taxes out. I'm going to hand it off because I don't have time to do that. What I have time for is podcasting. This is what I get paid for. Come on now.
It
It's
is.
the message. It's
Okay.
the word. I'm preaching now.
Yeah, now you're preaching. It's okay. Wow.
But,
we can go to church. Wow. I don't give a damn.
Right. But that's what you do. You pay for convenience, right? You pay to have your time back. Certain things you just shouldn't be getting your hands dirty in. It just certain stuff I'm just not gonna do. Like we're not having this conversation. I'm not, right? I like to fly first class. I fly first class for a reason because I don't have time to be in certain places with certain people. I like to be in first class, right?
My girl gonna love you, man.
When I go on vacation, I don't share rooms with people. I pay for my time. I like to spend time virtually with my husband, right? Let's talk about it. So there's certain accommodations that you have in life that you just pay for the luxury for, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can't pay for it, you can pay somebody else. And that, as far as when it comes to taxes, I tell people, you pay me or you pay them.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to pay the IRS $10,000 or you want to pay Ms.Vee $2,500?
Yeah.
You pick what you want to pay, right? Because I know what I could do. I'm not here to sell you anything.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you what I can do, and either you're going to do it or you're not, or you're going to pay them, right? So that's just kind of like my approach on anything. It's like, you know what you got to do.
You know what? I'm going to be real with you. So here, check it out. Because I'm going to be real with y'all out there, too. Because I went to Mrs.Vee and I said, hey, I'm going to need some consultation, right? And all this stuff, right? And I asked her. I was like, well, let me know how much it is, right? And she told me the price. And I'm like, wasn't expensive, but at the same time, didn't have it. So, but I'm not going to be that guy, especially in a family where it's like, hey, man, hook a brother up, do this and that. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? So, because you pay for your time. Absolutely. This is what you do, and you're expert at what you do, so I'm going to pay you for what you do. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it comes down to. So, look, at the end of the day, you're doing big things. At the end of the day, pay for it, because your time, oh my God, you got me thinking. You just got me thinking.
Your time matters.
Yeah.
It's like, again, why get caught up in stuff that you just,
Yeah,
you have professionals that can do this, and sometimes, a lot of people get skeptical, right? Because this is what it is. And in the tax world, you have preparers and you have consultants. I am not a preparer. If you want a free consultation or free tax consultation, you can take that to a preparer. But I'm going to tell you 10 out of 10, if you go get a free consultation with a tax preparer, you are not going to get what you're looking for. And guess what you just did? You just wasted your time.
You wasted your time. And your time is supposed to be important, right? Your time is supposed to be important. What you do is important.
That same hour you could have went, you could have paid your consultation with Ms.Vee and had all your questions answered in an hour, opposed to going to a preparer and you're still back to, I need to go sit with Ms.Vee because they wasn't able to help me. Okay, so let me just get this in line. Okay, so they come to you, consultation, right? You tell them what the do's and don'ts, so what you should be doing, after obviously seeing their tax forms, right? Absolutely.
You don't prepare them. You just send them to somebody. You say, hey, or do you after that you got to prepare them?
No. I am. So if you work with me, you work with me.
Oh.
So your consultation is to get on my calendar, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Ms.Vee has my company sees about 600 people. During my company alone.
Yeah.
During high season, I only strategically work with 100 people. So that's my red velvet rope policy.
Yeah.
In order to even work with me during the tax season, you have to have some type of consultation on file. Once your consultation on file, you get me. You don't get the team. You don't get anybody. You get Ms.Vee. What I do is a tax analysis. So once you pay your consultation, you get a tax analysis. We pretty much, it's like a tax checkup. We go through everything. I'm opening up all your taxes. I'm going to look at what happened and then find ways that we can mitigate whatever it is that's going on. A lot of people want to know, well, how much do you charge in the inbox? I don't know you and I don't know your situation. I can't quote you on. I can't.
And it sounds
but it's
like
$100 to get in the door.
yeah, it's $100 to get in the door.
Right.
Now I understand that, but I think you mentioned something too right now where you said something without saying something. Where it's like, look, I don't know who you are, but at the same time, it sounds like you do work with people. Like, look, what's your situation? What you do? And like, okay, well, I'll either work with you. You know what I mean? You know, but you gotta be committed to doing this. So
absolutely,
that's what it sounds like you're trying to say.
Yeah, because I can bring somebody in, right, and we can dissect, right, and we can go all up into their information, their business, and figure out, okay, this is what the strategy is, and of course, the strategy is gonna have a price point.
Word.
Either you're gonna have two people, you're gonna have one or two people. You have to have people who can't afford you, right? Or people who can't afford you, they can't afford you right now, or people who's just like, you know what, it is what it is. I'll figure it out, right? Typically, I get the first two, people that can afford me and can't pay right now, or people that can pay and they just pay for me and they everything goes away, right? So it really just depends on, you can't really see anything, because what I teach my team is, you don't want to tell people how much things cost, because you don't know how much time. Remember, our time is important, right?
Exactly.
Some people's situation takes months to resolve.
Word.
It could be a 3-month process. It could be a year. It can be 6 months. There's a lot of documentation. There's a lot of statutes of limitations. There's a lot of dates that we have to make sure, hey, we got to send this out before this date, because if you don't send this document out before this date, you're going to lose your rights to appeal with the IRS. And then at that point, Ms.Vee can't do anything. So some stuff is timely. Like, you have to be able to make a decision.
Yes.
You have to be able to make a decision, because you not being able to make a decision will stop you from being able to protect your rights as a taxpayer. Come on now.
Come on now. Look at that. Educated. Miss 3 degrees.
3 degrees.
Miss 3 degrees.
You know.
Look.
Let's talk about it.
Look. The one thing.
Like, you can wait for me, but the IRS time is ticking.
Yeah, time is ticking. The IRS is like, I guess we could do something.
But you got it to January 13th, and you over here trying to figure out, do I need to pay Ms.Vee $100? Well, not you. I'm just talking about people saying in general.
I know you're talking about people in general, but I'm in that conversation. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be goddamn. Niggas been hard out here.
Right.
It's been because I literally left a primary full-time job to go to chase something that I really wanted to do. So it's just a little bit. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, Ms.Vee is killing the game. That's all I gotta say. Ms.Vee is killing the game. One of the things I want to ask you is, you seem to be, very much involved in the Black community and doing anything for that. But I want to ask you, like, your clientele. Is your clientele like a mix, or is it mostly Blacks? I know you pride yourself being like a Black-owned business, but at the same time, people get misconstrued like, oh, it's a Black-owned business, I mean, it's only for Blacks. Yeah. And I'm like, not necessarily. No, that's not the truth. So I just want to know, what's your demographic like when it comes to your business? I
serve all people, right? I would say, of course, the majority of my clientele is African American, and let me tell you why. Because the people I serve are the people I know. Okay,
got you.
And not saying that I don't know other, races, ethnicities. It's just that the people around me, people say your friends don't support you. That's not true for my business. A lot of my friends support me. A lot of my family support me. So a lot of my clients are people that I know, and they do look like me. However, I have a very diverse business as well. I see people of all races. I have white clients. I have Black clients. I have Hispanic clients. I have people who just are all genders, all genders, all ethnicities. I have my office is in the city of El Segundo. That's not a primarily African American neighborhood, right?
Got you.
So I'm open to see all people, and I serve all people.
And that's what I want to say, because people get misconstrued. Oh, it's a Black-owned business. I mean, it's only for Black people. Like, no, it's not. It's just that it was founded by a Black person.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Some of my best clients are white.
Yeah,
and I love them.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is what it is. I love my clients just in general. So, I've never just sat and did like a analysis on
Yeah.
what's your race. I don't
No, I understand that.
So,
Yeah.
but I do know probably majority of my clientele is probably Black.
You know, because okay, the only reason I say that because there's certain businesses, and let's say I'm just gonna throw a business out there. I'm sorry to say this, but like when you think of like Supercuts, when you think of Supercuts, you don't think, oh, Black people don't go to Supercuts. And you're right, Black people don't go to Supercuts. Like,
Right.
and I think I went there one time because I really needed a haircut. It was like desperate. They were the only one that was open. I'm like, damn. But I'm like, but who goes there? Nobody. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, do
yeah.
you think that's like, we got a lot of white clients. We don't really cater to.
Yeah.
We don't know how to cut Black hair. Like, we don't know how
Yeah.
to do this. And it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So it makes sense in a little bit. That's the only reason I had to say that like that.
Absolutely.
But,
That makes sense. You know, some people have a targeted demographic, right? I would say my targeted, I probably have, well, my targeted demographic are people who have tax problems, and let's taxes is federal. Taxes affect everybody. So you can't say like, I only work with Black people because, or I only work with a certain type of people. No, because everyone has tax problems.
Word.
My clients are people who choose to work with me. And that's just, it is what it is. No matter what.
They're not
the
buying
race.
your service. They're buying you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right.
what it is.
I'm
Mrs.Vee.
Yeah, I'm the catch, right?
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of what it is. It's like whoever is drawn to me is who's drawn to me, whether it's my people, other races. It's just whatever, you know. I try to pride myself on being knowledgeable and professional because I want to be able to track all people, right?
Got you.
But we do have our targeted demographic, and those are people who need tax resolution, and, you know, our team, you know, people who qualify for like earned income credit, right?
Yeah.
And so whatever race that falls under, that's what it falls under.
Got you. Now, being the title of the show, being the come up, and I wanted to ask you, like, what was something that you wish somebody would have told you when you were on your come up that probably would have helped you, you know, even, I don't even know how much more it could have helped you. Your ass, like I said, 3 degrees, missed 3 degrees, but still, I want to see, like, you know, people who are up and coming and whatever they're doing, you know, for you, it's, you know, being a tax consultant, running your own business, and really having like financial independence. So my question is, what was something on your come up that you feel like if somebody else would have told you this at that time, it probably would have helped out a little bit more? What would that be?
I definitely think it would have been professional coaching and just being in the room and more professional events. Okay. I can definitely say once I got a coach, you know, shout out to my coach, Women CEO Project. Once I got coaching, I got private coaching, and I invested $10,000 in private coaching.
Oh, wow.
I've heavily invested in my business, FYI. Okay.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on myself and getting myself to be better.
Word.
But if someone would have told me then to just invest more into like classes and trainings and coaching and going to these events, I definitely think I would have still been where I am now. I probably would have just got there sooner.
Yeah,
right?
got you.
So that's just something I wish I would have known growing up, just more professional networking.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. So professional networking, and that seems to be the key in almost any business. It's like you got to network, you got to hit those. And I think for me, sometimes it's like the hardest thing about getting started is like, well, where do I find these networking events at? So for yourself in your business, where you feel like are some networking places or things they can go to website wise is like, oh, these are some good tools for that.
Contrary to the fact, a lot of stuff you got to pay for, right?
Yeah.
You can't get in everybody's room for free, right?
Word.
Sometimes you just got to invest the money. It's back to you pay for what you want, right?
Yeah.
For me, I do a lot of one of my biggest assets in my business, or one of the parts that make me the most money, has come from me going to a networking event, a paid networking event, and just having a transparent conversation like this with someone. And she gave me a strategy, and I'm like, can I take that strategy back and put it in my business? And I did, and that's like my top selling tool.
Oh,
right?
My God. See, there you
So
go.
sometimes
Network.
Sometimes you got to pay to be in. Yeah, you can go to the free stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you want those small, intense, and, you know, like-minded people. Sometimes you got to just pay to be in those rooms. I pay to be in a lot of rooms, and I don't feel no type of way, because every room that I pay in, I make money off of. And it may not be there, but it's the experience. I have 3 trips that I'm going on this year. One's personal, but I'm going to make that a business trip. And to business, I'm going to Dubai this month.
Okay.
I'm going to South Africa on a business trip.
Look, here you go.
March, business, networking. And then I'm going to France or Paris, Italy. I'm sorry, one of those. This summer. Networking, to be around like-minded people. I have to pay to be in all those rooms, and it's not cheap, right?
Yeah.
I spent about $10,000 per trip just to be in those rooms with those like-minded people.
First class. Yeah, take my girl with you. She'll love it.
You know?
Oh my God, it was hilarious. My girl just got back from doing a three country trip with her mom.
Yes.
They went to Egypt and they went to Turkey and some other spot. I can't remember what it was, but I mean, yeah, I understand. Oh, I love to travel. Can get back into traveling. I gotta get back into traveling, but I need my own business. Yeah. At the same time,
and if you can't afford to be in those rooms, there's a lot of workshops that they have going on online for free, right? But again, to learn those high networking skills, you're going to have to pay for it.
Now, you mentioned online and online classes. What is your take on master classes? Do you think people, in your industry, does that work? Do you people have master classes that you be like, oh, okay, that's a good master class, or what do you think?
Yeah, it's like a hit and miss. I'm gonna be real with you, right? Mm-hmm. You have some people that know what they know, and you have some people that don't. It goes back to people expect in a master class to take what somebody learned in 20, 30 years and put it and package it up for $19.99 or $1.99. No, you're going to be funneled into their sales process. Let's talk about marketing. It's all marketing. Yeah. They're going to have something free. You're never going to get a lot for free, right? Yeah. You're going to get just enough to take you to the next marketing strategy. Yeah. They're going to have a master class for you. You're going to join a master class, and then you're going to go be funneled into their private coaching or their retreats. Yeah. This is what you're not going to get everything. You can get just enough, right? If you're looking for something for free, go to YouTube. But if you need something more personalized, more towards you, more specific to your industry and your niche, you're going to have to get some type of private coaching, some type of retreat, something like that. Yes. It is what it is. I did not get where I got to today without private coaching. Had I not had a coach, I had no idea that I should be doing this and this and this and that. And you better get on it before anybody that you're looking at, their prices are starting to go up. Yeah. Right? When I first discovered my coach, I think she was like $5,000. I couldn't afford that. By the time I circled back and spent the block 2 years later, she was $10,000. I said, gosh. Yeah. But your lack of being able to make a decision will cost you money.
But now how you feel about that though? Like there's certain people, I put myself in that category. Like if I want to get private coaching about, something I like to do, it's like, you saying like this is like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Like people don't have that kind of money. So what do you do? I mean, what would you tell somebody to do?
People will find money for what they want.
Okay.
Let's be real.
I don't know, cuzzo. I don't know. That's hard right there. That's hard right there.
I feel that people will find money for the things that they want, period. I wanted to go on this trip to Dubai. It was last minute. I didn't have the resources to, I'm like, hey, 30 days ago. Like, I wish you would have told me sooner, but I wanted to go. What did I do? I found the money. We're going. Period. But it's mindset.
You taking the kids with you too?
No.
Oh, about to say
that'd be a $100,000 trip.
Four kids in fucking Dubai.
But but I have to pay for somebody to keep them. Yeah. You feel? You know. So people will find money for the things that they want. I'm a firm believer of that. And if you don't want it bad enough, then that's that.
Damn, man. Hurt my soul right now.
I'm a realist. Like, listen, I've been in the industry. I'm keep it 100, right? Yeah. There's a lot of things that I want. Either I'm your client or I'm not. Either I'm going to get it or I'm not. And sometimes it's about mindset. If you don't believe that you can make the money, then you're not.
Well, I hope everybody out there like, damn, what the fuck am I doing?
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad
No, you
news.
ain't the bearer of bad news. Just waking people up. You know what I'm saying?
What I say, if
I
you
need
didn't
to go wake up when it
goes,
goes. Go back to sleep.
It's like, oh, okay, I want to go sit with this coach, and they cost $5,000.
Yeah.
What's your goal to make that money?
Yeah.
You got to have a goal.
Word.
Everything is a goal.
Everything's a goal.
It's a goal.
Shit.
Come on now. I ain't
Shit.
get to. Listen.
3 degrees.
3 degrees.
God damn.
I had
You
to
make
pay
a
for
shirt that
that.
says 3 degrees. Miss 3 degrees. Look.
Let's talk about it.
My God,
I'm being
man.
real. People will pay for what they want. They're at all these concerts. They're spending money on high end things. You know, there's so much. There's resources.
Gonna make me cry.
I'm just saying.
No. You know, you're absolutely right though.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. So, all right, Cuzzo, before we get out of here though, what are some final thoughts you want to give out to the people there? Also plug the business again.
Okay.
And let them know, man. What's some final thoughts you got? Miss V, let's get it.
My final thought is, it is what it is. You know what time it is. If you didn't wake up with any goals, go back to sleep. CEO V, checking in. Follow me on Instagram at Venetrius. Follow our business at V's Consulting 360. And wake up with some goals. Get some money. Let's go. No time for excuses.
There it is. No time for excuses, y'all. Well, hey, first of all, I want to say thank you so much, Mrs.Vee, a.k.a. the Cuzzo, for coming in, Miss 3 Degrees, and blessing the podcast. I appreciate you. And you are definitely somebody that's on the come up, and you're definitely somebody who almost at the mountaintop, but you're getting there. I know you're getting there, and there's everything you want's coming to you. So, hey, I appreciate you, cousin, for coming through.
And I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Problem. But, hey, this has been CJ. This has been the Come Up. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Godspeed on your come up, wish you cipher what you see. Hope that dream you envision becomes a reality. It's the wealth, it's the peace, cause success ain't cheap. It's the health at its peak.